It's the zoo. 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 It's the zookeeper. People in the city of Marshall, village in Marshall, town in Marshall and Marshall. And in the city of Marshall, town of Marshall, village of Marshall, zookeepers say he has uniquely showed all individual, all skin color, this thing called kingdom economics. It's something that is outside the traditional purview of the normal Bible study, the normal gathering in God's kingdom for the people who claim to be true sheep. And then yesterday we was in the city of Pasadena, and somehow the Wi-Fi it went out. We on Mall Street, West Main Street. And what we want to do today is focus on the Trump campaign, Kamala Harris campaign, and the campaigns they did not do to edify to you clarity on the things that Reverend Eagle, Condemns Matter Zookeeper, has kicked up as gossip under the First Amendment, because now the police officers, individual under the First Amendment, they very upset. They say, ain't no way we could have had started our own kingdom companies, if you will. I mean, and if you won't, this man cannot be telling us the truth. The First Amendment don't do that, and the Fourth Amendment didn't do that to us. And then he come back with the 15th Amendment, and today we focus on our 16th and the 17th Amendment. As we study amendment laws, traditional laws, acts, bylaws, customs, economics, micro, macro, the trees, the forest. We talking to the people who've been to college. Zookeepers say today's show is for people who've been to college only. Can read some books, proving that they could sit down and learn from an instructor. Let's run that back. Today's show is only for a human who has been to college age appropriate only. Strong parental warnings is duly must being enforced. As we enforce the enforcements of enforcing. But when we enforce the enforcement of enforcing, did we breach our fiduciary function and functioning when we knew some human could possibly make so much money that we never knew this thing could really be USDA currency? Shout out to LindsayWindows.com. It's a zookeeper. He don't sleep. He say we on Howard Street. We on Main Street. Today's show is only for humans, all skin colors, who filled out attendance records, talked to school counselors, spoke to school instructors, had to put in school assignments, had to pass a grade, had to know what they knew. Because today's show is something traditional and new. Today's show is the mental health awareness exam, yearly exam that we would do through God administration to see if you edified for God and not yourself, because you wealthy and the people broke. Look around you. We see so much ambiguity in this situation. We don't have all schools, all daycares, all clinics, hospitals, all businesses teaching Marshall Old Town Office business, Blossom Financial Business, Russell Law Financial Business, Prairie Ridge Health Business, Marshall Clinic Business, 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 and business. If you will, we had to wake the saints up. They know how Zookeeper do it. Shout out to FSSCPA 608-268-9583. Today's show is focused on people who may have went to college and committed a 40-year, 50-year life script in the life we gonna live, knowing we going back to the dirt. They committed through contract that another man would have created through his lawyer and through some other lawyers and through some government approvals. Today's show is only for college students. Only for college students. Today's show is only for college students. And shout out to County T as we try to see truth for dang props. Zookeeper way, not the traditional way we've been trying to figure this thing out. So many people believe in Jesus Christ, but so many people don't know what a CPA worker is outside Child Protective Services Act. Zookeeper say the kids don't want to read books. Kids don't want to read how to start their own comedy. Shout out to Triple B Trucking. Shout out to Triple B Trucking. We trucking. We working this morning. Shout out to LRS. Shout out to the big trucks that's moving. Shout out to Party Street. Today's show is only for people who have been to college and had to write essays, had to write thesis, had to write presentation, had to communicate with the instructor to convince the shout out to Town Farm and El Dorado, Wisconsin. Have you ever been to El Dorado, Wisconsin? El Dorado, Wisconsin. Oh, shout out to Porky's Custom Services. Oh, man, they working. It's what it means to be in a farm town. It's what it means to see people moving, grooving, and taking care of business. God woke them up today, say get out there and earn a few pennies, few nickels, few quarters, or some trillions of dollars based on your ability to understand dollars. It's Zookeeper, and he say today's show is focused on the Trump election. Artificial intelligent business district coding system are photo enforced. Because we got so many business, shout out to Tom's Guns, shout out to Coca-Cola, shout out to Lake Mills, Cleaners and Dryers. Shout out to all this business. Shout out to farmers and merchants, State Bank. Shout out to the worker. And shout out to that work. Shout out to that. A shout out to Pete. Shout out to Sheer Magic, hair design. 608-655-3281. Shout out to Shield Roofing. Shout out to a business district that ain't generating no income. Shout out to church. Shout out to God. Shout out to United States Post Office. Shout out to East 19 Highway North. Shout out to North 7. Shout out to this. We got so many people moving. It's only 3,787 people in the whole town. And there's this much business going on. And Zookeeper says there's this much business going on. He want to talk to the business owners that been to business school and that went to college. College age courses. It's a Zookeeper. West Main Street, South BB Street. We trying to figure out why we ain't got photo enforced business district area coding systems under the Joe Biden, Kamala Harris Inflation Reduction Act. Want to know why no lawyer has, and as we focus on this beautiful day, November 5th, 2024, we want to shout out Marshall Baptist Church of the Holy Bible, King James 1611 edition. For there's only one God and one mediator between God and man, Jesus Christ. 1 Timothy, 2nd chapter, verse 5, independent, unaffiliated, premillennium. And we also want to let you know 2 Timothy second chapter, verse 15. Study thy word, divide it rightly, and show thyself approved unto God, not man, according to thy work. And then we want to show you Second Timothy, second chapter, 17 verse. For God does not give us a spirit of fear; He gives us a faith, a spirit of endurance. An endurance of enduring. When you say you got an endurance in this marathon race, we run like turtles, but some of us run like hyenas and sheeps and cheetahs, and we run right out of speed. I mean, we just run right out of ammunition. As zookeepers say, as we woke today, shouting out the Trump campaign, shouting out Kamala Harris campaign, shouting out government. We want to know, under the First Amendment, was it really true, the things that zookeepers say? For 3.5 years now, or more, we could have had artificial intelligence photo enforced business district coding. And the records keeping system could have had every resident around here making over 100,000, 200,000, 300, 400,000, millions of dollars. All you had to do, and you could do it from home. I mean, it was such a beautiful invention. Zookeeper say he come to town with. But the people got confused. We on North 73, South 73. We had a little construction. And what we focusing on today is we seeing any new thing where we see the cones had went up. Now they went up. They really went up. And then we don't see photo enforced business district area code. Now the police is upset because they say they've been putting their life on the line for 100,000, but no 200,000, no 3, no 4, no 5, no millions of dollars. And as we talk dollars, God say it must make sense because we not here for so long. And for so long, we don't know the number of hairs on our hair, but he do. And we don't know the number of days we're going to live, but he do. And we want to focus on mental competence today. As zookeepers say, the people said he was stupid. He couldn't read, he couldn't write, and he didn't know nothing about this thing called guilt versus conflict. And as we focus on guilt versus conflict today, want to look at the outdated system, the outdated coding, as we look at the Beloit, as we look at the Janesville new camera coding systems, but they didn't have it artificially intelligent based because the records keeping system has already been copyrighted through Zookeep. So they can have it up, but once they get the moving, then me and baby might have to have a new conversation. Did she want to be rich for real? She might have been what the people told her. Zookeeper was the worst man in the world. He would never show you nothing new in this kingdom. He's just so demonically possessed and reprobated in the head that he would never be able to teach you anything. And zookeepers say he blessed the baby because God forgives babies and fools. As we study scripture, and what we want to focus on today is that July 4th, 2021 sermon, as we chasing it, the lighthouse. The lighthouse. What is the lighthouse? Well, the lighthouse is when the lights go out and God say you won't be able to brush your teeth. You won't be able to talk to no other human. You won't be able to take a shower. You won't be able to digest no food. Your immune system gonna shut down and you gonna take that last little piece of dookie. Shout out to the church as we speak church business under 501c3, as we speak legit government auditing business, as we speak incorporation business, as we speak sole proprietorship business, as we speak LLC business, as we speak about the Milton Propane Exchange, as we speak about things that could have went right, but they didn't go wrong yet. Or did they? It's a Zookeep. He say, today lesson is we chasing the lighthouse. What is the lighthouse in the name of God? Lighthouse is where you don't see no lights moving, where you can't even think, and where your mind don't work. So God say he want to push us as humans to push each other past any stronghold that will see us not building new things in his kingdom. I mean, his kingdom consists of so many things. I mean, we got schools, we got parks, we got daycares, we got farms, we got oh my children arcade game rooms. We got this new thing we finna put together. We got oh man, so much cyberspace, so much NASA, so much defense, counter surveillance and surveillance and surveillance. And then we got so many people talking about border security, but all we had to do was put the cameras up. And Zookeeper doing a real live video. You know, Trump started with the wall. And we want to bless Trump for putting up the wall. Let's do that as we know Trump is predicted to be the winner. But God say the end result. See, it's the end result when all the computers glitch or when all the computers sync together to give us the data, to give us that ESI information we looking for to see who gonna be our next president. What we trying to figure out today is, did Trump buy his way back into presidency or did God put him there? We gotta get to the bottom of this. Did Trump buy his way in presidency, or did God put him there? Zookeeper say he been speaking for Trump and his campaign for 3.5 years, and he say Trump been going through a little tribulation. Shout out to Grant Stock, remover, and Red Granite, Wisconsin. Red Granite. Zookeeper say let's slow it down for my new fans. What we do is this thing called trying to challenge the government on all the cameras that we know as true Christians from 3.5 years, 3 years, 9 months now, where they should be at the highest altitude of the light poles to catch as much live traffic as we possibly can. We want to catch every live piece of traffic, record every piece of human activity on the highway to preserve evidence for the police and for the business owners in case of an emergency, case of an accident, but we don't see that. Under the First Amendment, it's free, it's available, but the lawyers didn't, the city, the lawyers, the big ones, they did not do it right for the city. And Zookeeper say when he come to town, he want to see all the tree bark out and the wires not kissing. Shout out to Carbon Cycle in Middleton, Wisconsin. Zookeeper say it's Mental Health Awareness Day and his show, because we want every human to ever say they love God, they know God, to know the scripture and to know how to live it out if he really gave them will and purpose. And when he give you will and purpose, nobody can take your premonition and dream. Nobody has talked about photo enforced business district coding as we notate today is November 5th, 2024. We got Highway West, we got Highway East 19 going that way. We got North 73, and let's get there. Want to talk about the things that we see so much ambiguity in government, where government even now has conceded that Zookeeper may have taught us a few things, and maybe it was embarrassing, but for the sake of God, he taught us a few things. We took him through a lot, and we taught him a few things, but we took him through a lot. And shout out to the Fox. And Zeus say he was gonna put the eagle up. The people still ain't got it percolate. And he heard through the rumor mill the Fox owners go own that property, but it ain't percolating yet. They don't know what to do with the business. And do you think Zookeeper would have had the business booming to capacity and then bought the Fox out, bought all the little property we see around here, as we see the farms not fully functioning, called the guilt versus gunfight, all the free money that is available if you know about taxes, codes, and lawyer secrets as we speak on lawyer business. So he say he hate to do it, but he have to. God woke him up this morning and said, you must do this to my people. They love me, and they going to be able to take this rebuke. It's okay. Let's run it back. Zookeeper say God told him today, the true Christian, not the fake ones, gonna be able to take this rebuke. In government, you see. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Rickers, if you will. Can I dust my lip off? Please, one time. It's okay. One time. One time, you rookie. We see so many people with big trucks, and we know a few people that's driving other people's property. See, why in this game of Monopoly? When God said, see, why when we know and God said he gonna give us a monopoly if we could see it, but we gotta be guided by the scriptures, and we really got to tell the people how we got to our journey. Well, Zookeeper say it was days where he ain't had toilet paper. He on the phone, baby, do you still care about Zookeeper? Do you still believe in my show? Do you think we can go international with this thing? And it got days where it was real ugly people. I mean, it brought the best and the worst out of her. But we don't know her name. Because Zookeeper say, when the police officer signed a contract, see, after they went to college classes to learn everything about the city, they know this is not up to city code, but they can't really say nothing about it because there's certain contract clauses that prohibit now them from speaking out about government in this way. And Zookeeper say he was approached by an officer who committed 40 to 50 years to the police station. Can you dig it? It was a hell of a situation. And he say now most cops, they grew up in church. Mean, got a good solid foundation. But we know humans just like horses. If we understand. You know, humans, they just like horses. Even all the mamas say it. Well, you know, you can feed them, you can breed them, you can beat them down with the word of God. But when it's time for them to go off into the wilderness, a lot of them get lost because the way in the wilderness, see, it's wide, it's wide, it's hot, it stay hot, it stay more hotter than that oven. Now we know that cook that don't never stop cooking. All you got to do is touch it right and make it feel good. And so say he trying to make you feel good right now, if you don't mind. It's we up to code here. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Donald Trump, as we see the tree swinging like, no, a lot of money that was left behind from the elected workers you got in government. They just did not know this First Amendment thing and this Fourth Amendment thing and this 15th Amendment thing and this 16th Amendment thing and this 17th Amendment thing under artificial intelligence coding existed. They just was going to the damn station. Stop it, Lord. Don't do this to me. Shout out to you, baby. Don't do this to me today, Lord. Should we or not say who's going to be the president? I don't have that prediction, Rookie. You know, general opinions hold no truth. For the generality of man are ignorant. I mean, it's just, they ignorant. Get on the phone playing games like they gangsters, and they not. And then sometime, you see, sometime we might get a situation where we meet a true gangster. You cannot shake and rattle his foundation. It's just unshakable. And as we We focusing in on the traffic that's percolating. See, hard, generating no money. I mean, nothing, my Lord. It's naked and afraid. It's naked and afraid, my Lord. The tree, the city. If we look at this thing from a NASA standpoint, let's go. Let's get there, rookies. We there. We in there like booty hair because you know the people and the human body. You know we gotta talk to the people in the dirt as well because if we don't go back to the traditional, the belief, we get lost in the new way of thinking. And when we get lost in somebody's new way of old custom impregnation, and we don't see the government making no money off the poles she keep putting up, and the traffic need to move on these highways that need to get repaired now, we got problems. And then when we see the babies seeing all the farms not up to code and seeing the lack of no McDonald's in the whole city, town, or village of Marshall, want to know why none of my rookies that just graduated high school or just graduated college have opened up a McDonald's. It just bothers me. It hurts. It hurts us. So let's lock it in. None of my little rookies who just graduated college in the city of Marshall, town of Marshall, village of Marshall, high school, showed zookeeping no blueprint to their business. As we